It's interesting. So the historical model of higher education, and I've seen it personally, obviously, at Oxford and Cambridge, was one of great intimacy. You would have a leading professor as your personal tutor. And I saw this particularly in relation to, for example, subjects like history and English, where some of the world intellectual leaders were speaking to undergraduates at the age of 18 and guiding them through. But that's a very boutique, elite model of higher education. And not all students benefit from that, actually. You know, it's a particular type of student who gets the benefit from that. So in terms of new models of higher education, I can see a wide range of variation. We will have students coming through to our universities now, and certainly over the next 10 years, who have never known a world without a smartphone or a world without AI. So some universities rather clumsily are already saying, how do we cope with AI? How do we cope with students who have this technology well understood? And I think the big problem there is that these technologies can do the tasks that previously we expected students to do. So there was something called learning, something called reading, going to a library, thinking, writing an essay, benefiting students without doubt, but not without effort. We need to think very carefully how that can be used and how the students can be developed so as to understand what AI can do, to understand how they can make better use of it, how they can become better students by virtue of having the technology behind them. It will take lazy students up to a certain level, but actually that's not learning. That's not what we need from that. So that I think is the aim of a university. I would also emphasize that we can set students tasks that they can fulfill using AI that they would have found difficulty to fulfill without it. And AI will accelerate and will allow them to become much more astute in the workplace as they come into it. Can I just add a rider to that, which is that the workplace is going to be different. As AI stands at the moment with these fantastic transformer models, we know that we're going to be able to apply it significantly across areas of intellectual activity where there are rules. If there are rules, then AI can help us to understand them, absorb them, and negotiate them. So I think in areas such as the law, obviously in accounting and auditing, quantitative areas such as that, AI will give us significant acceleration of being able to complete tasks that presently take very smart people quite a lot of time and get us pretty much to the same end point. So the combination of acceleration and also, I don't know what lies ahead. I really don't. You know, I've just watched AI very carefully over the last 10 years. It is completely different from where we were 10 years ago, and it's going to be completely different in another 10 years. So the intellectual capability of students is going to have to absorb that, what we have today, but also cope and adjust and develop as we go through things in the future. The impact of AI on research is going to be truly astonishing. I need only to mention the 2 Nobel Prizes that went recently, one for physics and one for chemistry, and both of these were actually prizes for AI. But let me take the chemistry one, which was Demis Hassabis. What he did with Google DeepMind was to set about trying to solve some of the most problematic instances of human biology and of mathematics. So with human biology, and for which he had the Nobel Prize, was for his AlphaFold 3 model, which allows scientists to accurately predict the way in which proteins can fold, which is fundamental to our understanding of biology, fundamental to drug development, and therefore fundamental to a great deal of research within human biology. So we're starting to open up areas of investigation that people have puzzled about for decades, if not centuries, and which have involved painstaking labor in the laboratory or at the computer desk. And this, I just give that as one illustration of where AI will transform research. And if we take it there, we're going to see it in space science, we're going to see it across the whole board of engineering, but also, I think, even also in the arts and humanities. You can, through AI, using big transformer models, start to digest centuries of literature. You can have much more effective translation between languages. Now, I'm going back to my earlier point, you don't want to take away all the effort from research, but if you can accelerate research and accelerate insight and understanding, I think that's where AI will have a profound impact.